I live in San Diego, and we were just in the Wall Street Journal. Was it for good reasons? Let's take a look. San Diego now has so much water it's selling it. Once a drought poster child, the California city now generates enough water to rescue parched states like Arizona and brew beer from recycled sewage. That's quite a news story. Water independence sounds like a good thing, but before we celebrate too quickly, let's make sure of that. So, San Diego's water surplus seems to have three main drivers. The first was a major push to launch an intense water recycling program, purifying wastewater so thoroughly it can become drinking water all over again. Every water expert I've talked to is in love with water recycling because it's cheap and really effective. The biggest obstacle is that ick factor from the public when they think too hard about where that water's coming from. I mean, I kind of get it, but hey, nature has its own water cycle. This is just what happens. A new desalination plant is also contributing about 10% of the water supply. Desalination actually gets pretty expensive, even though intuitively it feels like, hey, the ocean is right there, let's go. The biggest driver of San Diego's water surplus, however, was driven by its own residents. Per capita water use dropped by 50% over the past 25 years. I guess the lawn shaming wasn't for nothing. Critics have pointed out that a lot of these measures were pretty expensive up front, raising the cost of living in an already expensive area. You don't need to tell me about that. But if we're now being courted by Arizona and Vegas to cut them a deal on some of our water, I don't know, maybe it swings back the other way? What do you think? I run Banana Leaf for a social impact storytelling agency, and if you're in the business of creating change like water security and you have a story to tell, we should talk.